Hi, welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And today I'm very excited about what I bring you. So I'm talking about Boeing and New Zealand, Australia, and a plan to decarbonize aviation. You know how committed I am in reporting this type of thing. So come with me. Let's see what they are up to. So let's talk gadgets and let's talk green gadgets. Aren't they the best? So in this video, I am talking about an initiative from Boeing teaming up with Australia and New Zealand to boost SAF production and get the green gadgets going. You know how much I love this subject and how committed I am in reporting this type of initiative, because I think, first of all, I think it is important to let people know that aviation is really working on this, and more initiatives are coming, because let's face it, sometimes aviation has that bad rap that it's a big polluter, etc., etc. Well, we can't run away from the fact that planes do cause some pollution. They produce emissions. We also already debunked that idea that aviation is one of the biggest polluters, because as we already seen, the statistics do not show that. However, that does not mean that nothing needs to be done. It's actually the opposite. We need to work in all sorts of industries everywhere in order to achieve this target zero, and everyone needs to be on board. So when I find an article, a press release, whatever it might be, about something like this, I really need to talk about it, because I think if we spread this message, if we let people know actually what is happening and what are the big stakeholders in the industry doing in order to achieve this goal, I think the more people will understand that actually there is something being done, and they're not just selling tickets and pocketing your money. There is things that are being done, and of course it won't happen overnight. It's a huge transformation, it's a huge effort, but we've been seeing, along the years that more and more things are coming. More airlines are on board. More airlines are using SAF. More airlines are trying to get to this target zero, and that's what we all want. So in this video, I'm talking about this initiative with Boeing and New Zealand and Australia. So you know that this is something that I do. I'm trying to read my notes as well. As you know, I have my outlines and I read my notes so I can have, a little guideline of what I want to talk. So, as you know, and as I was just saying, the industry has been working on decarbonizing. Boeing has been working on that, as well as all other manufacturers. We need to be honest here. We need to be fair. It's not just Boeing, Airbus, and all other aircraft manufacturers. They all doing their bit to get to that goal. Planes are more fuel efficient. They are now more and more fueled by SAF. It's a reality, and that's very good. This is happening, and I've said that before, this is happening in two fronts. First front, if a plane is more fuel efficient, that means it will consume less fuel on a trip. So less fuel, less emissions. Together with that, planes are now using more greener options like SAF. So again, less emissions. So we see how things have been done in two fronts. And of course, profitability is also one of the goals to achieve here, because we know airlines have a bottom line, and if for example this type of operation would mean a huge cost for the airline, they would have to sell the tickets at a huge price, and of course they would lose a huge share of the market, because if the tickets go to a certain price point, we would go backwards, and we would go to that era that flying was just for the filthy rich. It was just a glamorous rich for the wealthy people. Today we don't have that anymore, and basically everyone is able, one way or another, to book a flight and go somewhere, either domestically or internationally. So although in the last few years things have not been as rosy as we wish they would be, but still something that a great majority of people can access. So again, profitability is something that airlines look for. So that's why the fuel efficiency is a huge component of this, and is an important fact in all of this. And then the fact that SAF is coming along, there was also talks and being developed the hydrogen technology. So all of this is coming together in order to really achieve this goal. So, and we've seen that it's not just being Boeing, it's been noticed across the board, and overall airlines, manufacturers, everyone is truly receptive to this, because everyone understands we need to do something about pollution. We need to do something about this. At the moment, we have Europe basically burning. We have, extreme floods, extreme weather events happening everywhere around the world. And we can't just keep on burying our heads in the sand and say that it's all fake, it's all manufactured, it doesn't happen, it doesn't exist. Well, it does. It does. If you go and see Portugal, Spain, Greece, France, if you go and see what they're going through at the moment, they will tell you, no, it is very real. Our houses have been burned. So it is something we need to do something about. So let's start with this video and start with this topic. So in New Zealand, Boeing have helped out with boosting SAF production. How? So according to a press release from Boeing Australia and New Zealand, New Zealand will boost its SAF production and will meet its jet fuel needs by 2050. This is very, very, very good. This program has that is supported by Boeing will generate, and this is the good thing, will generate 1.3 million New Zealand dollars. That would be around 1.9 million Australian dollars in gross value added, creating 5,700 jobs. This is really good. You're not only boosting the economy, creating jobs, but you're also helping the environment and getting to that net zero that we all need. So I think this is an extremely positive thing. Dr. Kimberly Kamras the Boeing acting regional sustainability lead for Asia Pacific, said in the same press release, I'll leave the links below so you guys can also read it, that this was an opportunity to secure New Zealand's long-term fuel supply and boost economy growth, while helping meet ambitious targets. I certainly agree with her. I think it is a very, very good thing. This also will boost tourism. And how? Well, public expects aviation to respond to the climate crisis. We all do. And if a country shows that commitment and takes steps in order to meet those expectations, it's quite likely that that particular country will be preferred by the public, because they will see, oh, these guys are doing something about this, so maybe I will support them, I will visit them, and this will all increase the positive impact of projects like this. It creates jobs. We saw it. It's expected to create 5,700 jobs in New Zealand. It really adds to the economy. It's really good. 1.3 million New Zealand dollars of gross value added. So this is great. And apart from that, it might be the increase in tourism, because people will see, okay, these guys are really doing something. It's a beautiful country. They have beautiful things to visit. Why not supporting them once they are just doing the right thing and trying to fight this problem that we have at the moment with climate change? Now, this is the New Zealand project. But our Aussie land, as I call it, our Aussie land also, it's also involved, of course. It's been a lot of projects, it's been a lot of things that have been going in Australia as well. I have also reported about our that company, Stralis, that is trying and going to test hydrogen-fueled aircraft. You know, we have Fortescue Futures also interested in hydrogen, green hydrogen. We have a lot of companies interested in this, and we have a lot of projects. So this is also positive for Australia. And in this case, Boeing has been working towards this decarbonization of aviation. In fact, it has signed a memorandum of understanding with Virgin Australia, and the airline has recently received its new Boeing 737 MAX 8 named Monkey Mia, a very funny name, Monkey Mia, which is the first in its first leg. So on the delivery flight of Monkey Mia, the first leg of that flight from Seattle to Hawaii, the flight was fueled by 30% SAF blend. Both Boeing and Virgin believe they play a very important part in this effort. I think that too. So if we get, again, fuel efficient planes together with more SAF produced by the countries, because we know if you have your home production, the costs will be less, because obviously you're not going to import. There's no bigger transport costs associated with it. You just have to transport it internally. And of course, this will be a positive step in this. And again, it's also a positive step on another front. We all know that SAF is mainly produced from scraps from, forestry and agriculture and all sorts of things. So if we can also help the environment by reducing the waste that we produce and produce something good with that, again, it's a positive. So it comes full cycle. I think it comes full cycle, and I think it's a very positive thing in all fronts. The CSIRO released a SAF roadmap in 2023 to explore how Australia can establish itself as a leading SAF producer in the Asia-Pacific region, and I think we are on the good track for that. In my view, this could be a very, very good thing. It could open a similar opportunity for Australia in terms of growth and job creation as it is forecast for New Zealand. I think if we look into those things, we are modernizing our industry, we are modernizing our country, and we are actually doing it by helping the climate as well. So I think this is definitely a plus. Again, I'll leave the links for the two Boeing press releases, and you can definitely go there. I would recommend you just go there and read all the information Boeing has provided, because it is really, really interesting. I liked it. I think we should focus on these things, and more countries should come on board and do something like this, because in the end, I think this is the future, not only for aviation, but for industry in general, for all industries, manufacturing, etc. So the sooner we do this transition, the sooner we start going towards more greener options, the sooner we achieve the benefits of it. And that comes also in terms of pricing. Of course, when you change a full infrastructure, a full system, it's going to have costs associated with it, and we all know that. We are seeing that, for example, with electricity and other systems like that. But once that transition is done, the things slow down and the prices actually come down, because it's a much cheaper way of producing things. So I believe that if we all come on board and if we all start doing this transition, and the quicker we do this transition, the quicker or faster we get to that point where everything comes to, again, to a normal, steady move, where everything comes to a more approachable and positive aspect and outcome, I would say. So this was my take today. I hope you like this, because I really love doing this video about this topic. So for today, I hope you like this news, this green news about green gadgets. I'm really, really excited about this, honestly. I think it's a positive step. It's a positive step for New Zealand. It's a positive step for Australia. I think it's really good. But of course, if you have any suggestions about anything that you would like me to discuss, if you know about a similar project, a similar initiative happening in your country, please comment below, let me know about it, and I will be extremely happy to do a gadget report on that subject. You know, I love to do these reports, and I love to talk about all these initiatives and all these environmentally friendly initiatives that are happening in aviation around the world, to show people what is actually being done and how aviation is working in order to meet that target zero. So if you know about anything, if you work for an airline and you know that your airline is really working actively to meet that target zero, let us know. I would love to talk about it. Or if you have any other subject that you would like me to talk about, the same. leave a comment below and I'll be very happy to address it. If you have any questions, please, again, leave me in the comments and I'll be very happy to answer you. And put a like in the video and subscribe to the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. My channel has been growing, but I always keep on asking you if you like my content, if you like my gadget reports, if you love gadgets as much as I do. A like, a share, put a share so other people may, get in contact with my channel and watch my content, and maybe they will love gadgets as much as us. And of course, that will help my channel grow. It's been growing. I'm very, very thankful. It's been growing. But the more shares, the more likes, subscriptions, etc., the more it grows, because it helps the algorithm to distribute my content to more people, and that obviously leads to growth. So, put that like, share with your friends. And of course, before I go, I would like to thank you all for being there and watching my gadget report. I'll be here next week. Have a good one. See you then. Bye.